It's time for the women's, and the outright favourite maybe isn't Iga this time in Rome, because Sabalenka is fresh off a victory on the clay in Madrid. We've got Ostapenko, who seems to be off last week, so maybe she's going to be back. Mira Andreeva, Coco Gauff, some other young players too. This is our draw preview of the women's.
Back again in Rome, and like you said there in the intro, Iga Swiatek, normally the hot favourite in Rome. She's won it 3 times before, but Aryna Sabalenka coming into this tournament, she is the in-form player on the women's tour, and she's over, I think, 11,000 points. She was coming into this event, and I think only one of 3 women ever to have done it. So that's how good Aryna Sabalenka is on the tour right now. Can she add Rome to her list of achievements? I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility. And the crazy thing in this event is Iga Swiatek, after the start of the tournament, has now dropped down to 4 in the world in the live rankings. Jess Pegula, the new world number 2 at the moment as it stands. That's pretty crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, very crazy. And usually would be going into this event very confident that Iga, ahead of Roland Garros, wins Rome, wins Roland Garros. It's the 2 on the calendar you tick off and you're pretty confident about. But it doesn't feel like it, really. We know she's had some events happening off the court, which thoughts of her family. Of course, that's very difficult for her, and I can understand how that can be extremely unsettling. Whether she's going to come back to play her best, only time would tell. If she does, I do believe she can win this event for sure. But you could be looking at some other players like your Mira Andreevas, like your Jasmine Paulinis in Italy. She didn't do very well here last year, but I think on the clay, it is her best surface, in my opinion. And I think she can be very dangerous. You've got players like Rybakina and Mukova just outside the top 10 who haven't played this event last year. They're not defending any points. So you'd think they've got really good claims to get inside that top 10, depending on their draw. So a lot of different variables to play out. I think all eyes are going to be on Iga because of how dominant she's been at this event. Against Coco Gauff, I didn't see the match, but I saw the highlights. Coco demolished her. I know you did the post-match preview. But can Coco reciprocate that form on a different kind of clay court? I'm not so sure.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough on a slower clay court to be able to serve aces and to be able to just dominate and hit through the ball quite as hard. That's why Iga does so well here. The ball sits up a little bit more and she has a little bit more time to just wallop the ball away. I think it could play maybe into Sabalenka's hands on this one as well, though, because she's really changed her game and she's added a few extra strings to her bow. She's got that drop shot, which she uses now frequently, and she just looks like she has an iron will. I know we talk about Yannick Sinner on the men's side, just seems to always find another gear when he's down in a sort of business end of a set. Sabalenka's the same at the moment. Even when she looks like she's behind, she finds a way to win. And that is the heart of a champion. And for me, she looks like possibly the favourite coming into this. And I don't think that people can argue too much about that because she is the best player on the women's tour right
now. She is, but you're not considered someone very special.
Go on.
Jelena Ostapenko. The reason she's special is because you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And if she plays her best tennis, we've seen it. She beats Saba, she beats Iga, she beats Coco. You can bet whoever it is there, the other side, she can probably beat both of them together. Ostapenko is a bulldozer of a player, and she can just get through whoever is on the other side of the net if she's playing her best. What the hell has just happened in the previous event? Losing to fellow countrywoman Sevastova. Didn't see that one because Sevastova wasn't exactly playing great. She got demolished in the round afterwards. Ostapenko is such a wild player. I feel she gets motivated when she plays the better players. I'm interested to see where she falls in the draw because as much as you say Saba, oh yeah, she's this, she's that, she's better than everyone else. An Ostapenko who's feeling it, beats her as well. So could this be a good event for her just ahead of Roland Garros?
Yeah, I think it could. It's one of those, isn't it? You never know until you see her play her first match of the tournament. It could be an amazing thrashing, or she could get amazingly thrashed. And that's sort of the way that live by the sword, die by the sword Ostapenko plays. I don't know how she lost to Sevastova in the last tournament. I think maybe it was something to do with them both being Latvian, and maybe she just knew her game and knew how to get under her skin. I don't know. Could have been.
No, it's
Yeah.
not enough just to that. That's just a ridiculous theory. I feel Ostapenko doesn't like sometimes play after she's been on a high. She can the lows are a lot more of a low, and
Yeah.
I feel it's difficult for herself to pick herself up against lower opposition. She prefers being more of an underdog. She prefers a bit more pace coming back and something to get her teeth into. And I think that's what it's more down to. But there should be opportunities here. Let's have a look at the draw and let's do the preview because I'm sure we'll see where she is very soon. I've not looked yet.
Yeah. Maybe bring up the other one on Flash because I know some of the players' names can be a bit suspect on this draw. But I can just give you a quick overview of who is in the qualification stage at the moment. There's one round to be played, and that will be playing at the same time as the first round. That's only on the women's side, though, I believe. I believe the men's start on the Wednesday, and these are some of the
Very
names.
Italian, isn't it?
Yeah, a bit of hierarchy in there. We've got Sakari is the number, I think that's
She's a
8 seed in
qualifier.
qualifying. Yeah, she's in there. We got Rus, Rakimova, Arango, Rusa, Siegemann, Teichmann, Haley Baptiste. We got Golubik. I know you're going to quite like her. Tomjanovic, so Niemeyer in there as well. Other players, Blinkova, yeah, Volyanets. So pretty good qualifiers there. We don't know who's going to be in there into the main draw yet, though.
Why you said I like Golubik?
I don't know. I've heard you talking a lot about her.
I'm not. It's because I bet on her yesterday or the other day against Kessler. She was a 2.2er, and for me, it just seemed like she's better than that. But I don't particularly really like her. No, I just thought she's quite good on the clay sometimes.
Yeah, we used to talk about her a lot more when she used to be in a lot more of the main draws. Now she's in the qualification stage. Will she make to the main draw? Maybe not. Maybe she just had a day in the sun there just to help you out with a bit of cash. And now she's going to pop back out the tournament again. Let's go to the first round because I know this is a massive, massive draw and we want to start flying through the first round matches. Saba has a bye through the first round. Yastremska versus Potapova. I'll be going for Potapova to knock out Yastremska. We've got Pavlyuchenkova versus Katie Boulter. Unfortunately, I don't think Katie Boulter's that good on the clay yet. So I'm going to have.
You told me Brits are great on clay yesterday.
I said Jack Draper's good on the clay.
No, you laughed at me when I said the Brits don't do it on the clay.
Yeah, but you were alluding to all Brits, whereas there's one's proved you wrong already.
Right, I think Katie Boulter is as well, so I'm going to have her winning that one.
Well, that's 1 point to me. Right,
Pavlyuchenkova's older than you.
Well, she's a finalist of Roland Garros, so I don't think we can have a go at her too much. Sophia Kenin, another finalist of Roland Garros as well. There, let's move down. Leylah Fernandez, not a finalist of Roland Garros, but finalist of the US Open. She gets a bye. Who is this next one? We got qualifier versus. Is it Alexa Graham or is it someone completely?
No, it's Tyra Katarina Grant.
Okay, don't know who that is. Any backstory on this player?
No, she's someone who's eluded me completely. I'll have to have a look.
No worries. It's probably
Tyra Katarina Grant. She played in the qualifiers of Madrid and lost to Sasnovich in the final round. Beat Tatiana Maria in Miami. She lost to Grabber.
I'll go qualifier then. Right.
Wait, no way.
What?
Is an Italian tennis player? It says she's Italian, but on here we've got the American flag.
Yeah, we do have the American flag.
She's basically Italian / no, she was American. She just moved to under Italy, this year.
So this is why she's in.
That's why and she was born in Rome.
Oh, okay. So that's definitely why she's in then. So
Yeah.
massive matchup in the first round. I didn't know this was even happening. Alexandra Iala.
Quickly, one thing, Ben. Grant is also the daughter of American former basketball player Tyrone Grant.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. And relocated to Italy to play basketball.
There you go. Learning it all on this episode. It's quite interesting. There's a bit of backstory there on Grant, but I don't see Grant going anywhere. I think Grant will still go out to the qualifier in the first round. The next match, harder to predict though. Alexandra Iala, she lost to Iga in 3 sets in Madrid. Now she's up against Marta Kostyuk in Rome. That's not a great draw for Iala. I think Kostyuk will defeat her, sadly.
I'm actually going for Katarina Grant and Diala.
Wow, he's going for all of them today. I like it. Obviously, I need Kostyuk to be going deep in the tournaments. She's in my top 10 come the end of the year, but I wouldn't be mad if Iala wins. Kasatkina by Rybakina with a bye. Uchijima versus Eva Lees.
Lees.
I'm going to be going Uchijima here, right? Bianca Andreescu versus, this is Urgesi, is that right?
Correct, yeah.
Urgesi.
I'm going to have Andreescu, Vekic, Freck, Osorio to beat Azarenka, Siniakova, Zheng, Goff, Zucchini for now, Bencic for now.
So zucchini, do you say?
Yeah.
Isn't that
Ariana
like
Zucchini?
Another word for a courgette, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the American style. We got the Italian-American divide here. Right, anyway. Bencic, the qualifier. Carry on.
Lynette, Alexandrova,
Ooh.
Raducanu for now, because I don't know who's going to be playing.
Pretty sacre.
Kudermetova, Anisimova, Navarro, Vondrausova.
Yep.
Here I can't pick any because they're both qualifiers.
Just pick any. It's fine.
Towson, Noskova, Sonne Cartel. You said the Brits can't do it on the clay.
Yeah.
I think another one can, Ben.
I'm not so sure. I'm going to go Birrell.
It's very sexist of you anyway. You said only Jack Draper can play on the clay. It's not very nice.
Oh, Andy Murray could play on the clay as well. He got to the final Roland Garros.
How long did that take him?
Whole career. I think he was the last. He was the last Brit before Jack Draper to make the final in Madrid as well.
Sonne Cartel's a good player, and I think she has a big win in her. I don't think it's going to be this event, but let's see how she gets on the grass. I'd like to see her go far in Wimbledon. I think it's possible.
Would be exciting if she does. Tomova versus the qualifier. I'm going to go qualifier. Mila Andreeva with the bye. Paolini with the bye. And then we've got, who is this? Lulu Sun versus Padone. I'm not sure I don't know much about Padone. There's another wild.
I've gone through all of these. Sun, Kvitova, Jabeur, Ostapenko, Shramkova, Bronzetti, Mukova, Snyder, Sestea.
Yeah.
Alicia Parks, Christian. I'm not sure.
I'm going to go Christian. Go Putin-Sava with the bye. Mertens with the bye. Laymans and Zarazua. Oh, I'm going to go Laymans.
I'd have Zarazua then.
That one, I don't know. No clue. Kruger versus the qualifier. I'll go Kruger. Then we got Pagula, Madison Keys, Goracheva, Peyton Stearns versus, is this Branaccio? Or is this a different name? Is it definitely?
No, that's right.
Okay, that one is right. Okay, I've got Goracheva anyway. Stearns, Kalinskaya, Hadabmeyer. Oh, it's all rhyming now. And then
Osaka won a title on the clay. You're not spoken about that.
True, yes, she did. It was a bit of a surprise that she did. She was as shocked as anybody.
But who did she really have to beat?
No one really. And what a treat! She gets to play Sara Errani on her return to Rome. That's an awkward matchup, but surely it's one that she can
Saka
win.
should be fine.
Yeah, I mean, she should be, but you never know with Sara Rani. She's just a very odd one.
It's not a good draw, though, for Osaka to be playing Badoza straight after that, potentially.
Terrible.
If she wins, of course. Badoza could do well here. You've always said she's best on the clay. Didn't you have a winning Roland Garros one year?
Probably had a winner being world number one at one point. I think 1 year she won it, one Indian Wells, and I lost my mind. Bowsas Monero to beat Anne Lee. Anne Lee's another one of my faves from back in the day.
Here's one of my faves, Polina Kudermetova.
Ah, yes. She's not done as well since that big start.
She got all of her points at the start, which is good.
Yeah, she's just.
Where's Iga Jovic not playing now?
Well, she's giving you a bit of a head start. I think this is what I was thinking actually of this
she
earlier
don't play
today.
much, though, does she?
That's what I was thinking earlier today. I think an achievement for her is if she gets anywhere close to Polina Kudermetova come the end of the year, then it's going to be a bit embarrassing for Kudermetova if she hasn't even really played in the events.
Well, she can't because she doesn't play. Or saying that, she does play. She's just been playing ITFs.
Yeah, I think she's still very young. That's the problem.
She won an ITF in Charlottesville last week. Did you not know that? She beat Barra, she beat Pagosi, Whitney, Osoigi.
Arena Barra.
Yeah, in the final.
Another 6-love, 6-1.
Catty McNally.
I'm sorry, mate. This final, 6-love, 6-1. What's going on? Arena Barra, how did you get all the way to the final and lose 6-love, 6-1?
Yeah, we've watched her a few times.
Oh, yeah, don't. It's like a wind up watching that. Right. Anyway, on to the next one. I'm going to be going. Coccielletto or Avanesian. I'm going Coccielletto. The Italians. Come on, mate. Have a bit of passion. All right, back to the top. Sabalenka to beat Potapova.
Yeah, Saba, Kenin, Fernandez.
Pavlyuchenkova. Fernandez, yeah, go on then.
I'm going to have Ayala beating Kasatkina, keeping the run going.
I'm having Kostyuk to beat Kasatkina.
Rabakina, Vekic, Osorio, King Wing-Zheng, Goff, Bencic.
Yep.
Alexandrova, Raducanu. I feel like we see that match.
Too many. It's another one of those ones where you were saying earlier about that, though you get it on the men's side. It happens on the women's as well. It's just always the same matches. Like sick of Alexandrova versus Raducanu. Please give us some other matchups.
We've not seen it that many times. That's not one of them, like fully.
I think it would be a third.
I think it was one. Come on. I think it was just one.
No, we've had twice.
Was it? Maybe
already, like in the last couple of tournaments. So I think they won a piece, though, if I'm right in thinking.
I'm going to have Alexandrova this one.
I'm going to have Raducanu. Come on. Anisimova, Kudermetova. I'm going to go Kudermetova.
I'm going to have Anisimova.
Navarro, Vondrausova.
I'm going Vondrausova.
I would normally, but I just not seen anything from her. So no, you have to prove yourself. Towson to beat the qualifier. Noskova to beat Birrell. You gonna have Cartel going a bit further or out?
No, Noskova.
Okay, Mila Andreeva to beat the qualifier. Palini to beat Sun. Jabeur, Kvitova, battle of the old guard. Normally see Kvitova in that flash scores advert. That's what she's more famous for these days, I think. And Ostapenko to beat Stramkova.
I mean, it's not bad, is it, for Ostapenko? If she loses that one, I'm going to be just like, it's a fix.
Yeah. I mean, she's just living off of that other tournament for a while, if that's the case.
Just giving up.
Schneider to beat Sestaya.
Putintseva, Mertens, Pegula, Keys, Kalinskaya, Haddad Maya. Osaka Badoza. I don't know.
Actually, Haddad Maya, I'm going to go yes, because she did okay recently. She was terrible leading up to the last.
I don't know about this one.
Badoza to beat Osaka.
Okay, I'll go Osaka then, if you're going Badoza.
That's not happening. You watch. It will happen now.
It's just won an event.
Remember Saka? Saka was the closest to beating Iga at Roland Garros
I
last
know.
year. So I don't know why I'm just like brushing that one aside so easily. This one, Svitolina, believe it or not, she's won this tournament twice before. So I'm definitely having her winning. She's been in great form as well, Svitolina. Samsonova, that Kudermetova against
Has Collins not retired?
I don't know. I feel like she chose not to, and now she feels like she should have done. I don't know. Am I right? Let us know in the comments.
Just kept winning.
And then Iga at the bottom, right, all the way to the
Saba's
top.
draw is so easy, by the way. Saba's draw is
decent.
easy as you like.
Beautiful. She'll win
Ayala
again.
to beat Fernandez, Rabakina to beat
Kostyuk to beat
Vekic.
Fernandez. You'll be putting Ayala through again. You're asking a lot of Ayala right now, but I wouldn't be mad if it happens. That's a lot to ask.
She's good.
Rabakina, Vekic.
Rabakina.
Did she win this event before? So go down. Kim Win-jung. I'll have her beating Osorio Solano. Though I'm not confident in her at all. She's another one. Goff Bencic.
I'll go Goff, yeah.
Just beat her in the last tournament.
I'll have Alexandrova. I'll
have Kudermetova beating Raducanu.
I'm going to go Vondrausova again.
It's Howson for me here.
Mirandreva, Paolini, Ostapenko, Mukova. That could awaken the beast inside Ostapenko.
What a big name. Just gets
Not
her
a big name, just Mukova can hit it.
True. She can hit it.
It could get Ostapenko going.
Somebody, if she's the underdog, she'll win. There you go. That's my hot take.
So why don't you go for it then?
No, I'm not going for it. I'm going Mukova.
Okay, I'm going to go for it.
Schneider,
Pegula, Keys, Osaka to go again.
Kalinskaya instead of Keys, and then Badosa to knock out Hadamaya, and then Svitolina to knock out Samsonova, and then Iga from the bottom.
No, then I'm going to go Polina Kudermetova to knock out Iga. The torrid run continues for Iga.
This is another Marazan call.
No, I think she's going to lose early, man.
No, come on, have some respect. The 3-time champion.
Saba.
She walks this event normally. Come on.
Saba, Rabakina, Coco Gauff, Andreeva.
Yeah, I'll have Saba to beat Kostyuk. Zheng to beat Rabakina.
No.
Kudermetova, Goff. Goff I'll have. And I'll have Andreeva. Yeah, why not?
It's pretty similar. Paolini, Ostapenko.
I'm going to have Mukova to knock out Paolini. And then I'm going to have Schneider to knock out Pegula.
I'm going to go Paolini just because Ostapenko might not get there.
And then I'm going to have Badosa to knock out Kalinskaya. That one would be a very entertaining match should it happen. And this is where I think it could get more tricky for Iga. I know you chose Polina Kudermetova. I think Svitolina being a 2-time champ here and being in such good form, that could be the test.
So it's not that crazy then, is it, what I've done? Why are you overreacting?
But I don't think it's going to happen. That will be the real test. I don't think the Polina Kudermetova is going to be the test. I think she'll breeze Kudermetova.
Well, I think Svitolina beats Kudermetova, so...
This one will be a 3-setter against Svitolina, but Iga will just squeeze it. Moving back so that you watch just double bagels. That's probably what's going to happen now. Sabalenka versus Kim Win-jung. I think Sabalenka too good. Beats her.
Saba beats Rabakina.
Goff Andreeva.
I'm going to go Andreeva.
Yeah, same here. Slower clay.
Paolini beating Pegula.
And I'm going to be having Schneider beating Mukova.
And then at the bottom, I'm going to have...
Iga Badosa.
Svitolina beating Keys.
I'm going to have Iga to beat Badosa. And that means we're left with the semi-finals on my side, which is Sabalenka versus Mira Andreeva on the top.
Same.
And then Schneider, Iga on the bottom.
And I've got Paolini, Svitolina on the bottom.
Okay, interesting.
You can't say that's not crazy at all.
No, it's not that
happen.
bad. It's actually could happen. I think that they're very good informed players who are good on this surface as well. So that's why that's not that crazy. And if you're taking into account if Iga isn't at her best, it's not that crazy.
No.
But if she is, then it just will look terrible, and then she'll blitz them.
Maybe.
I honestly think that we are going to end up with the same final we had last year, though. And that's because Sabalenka is the best female player on tour right now. And that's because Iga is the best at this event. So if she's back to her best, we will get that final. It will be Iga Saba.
I'm going to have Paolini beating Svitolina, and I'm going for the Saba-Paolini final.
Interesting.
Which will only go one way.
Love that.
But it will only go one way, sadly.
Yeah. Well, this one, Iga versus Sabalenka.
For me, Iga wins that.
Yeah,
definitely.
if it goes, that's what I mean. If it gets to the final last year, if Iga's in good form, she does still blitz her, sadly.
If Iga gets to the final with Sabalenka, she wins. For me, you know what mine is. It's going to be Sabalenka winning.
Yeah.
It's got to be. She'll beat Paolini in the final.
Not mad at that at all, mate. I think that that's a wise choice and not mad at the selections. Well, there you have it. It's all down to if Iga is feeling good or if she's not. Because if she's not, JG's probably right. If she is, then I'm probably right.
It's all definitely on Iga to see how our brackets go. But let us know in the comment section, how do you see this one playing out in Rome? Who do you have winning? Who's your dark horse? And we'll be interested to see what you guys have to say.
That's it. Make sure to join us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify as well. Leave us a 5-star review if you can, because it helps with those algorithms. And yeah, leave us a comment as well. See you on the next one.
See you soon.